Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to Bowling Green High School. A little Tuesday EMO baseball as the Bowling Green Bobcats welcome in the Clopton Hawks this afternoon. And both of these teams, their districts are set. They really don't have a shot at the conference title. So now it's just rivalries and pride fueling these teams.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, let's try this again. Welcome back to Bowling Green, getting ready for the Bobcats and the Clopton Hawks. And I was saying that
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Hi, I'm Tara Grody with People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, Missouri. As a true community bank, we're here for you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Looking for a new bank? We make switching easy. Keep your banking local and bank where you matter. Visit us online at OURPSB.com. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Gambino's Eatery in downtown Louisiana is hiring. We're looking for someone energetic, independent, and motivated to join our kitchen crew. If you enjoy kitchen, prep, and cooking, don't mind a little cleaning, and take pride in your work, we want to hear from you. You'll need to work well both on a team and independently. We're looking for someone dependable who wants to stick around and grow with us. Part-time or full-time positions available with competitive pay. Apply online now at gambinoseatery.com.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Bowling Green High School, the Bobcats taking on the Clopton Hawks this afternoon in high school baseball.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family.
And offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Welcome to Bowling Green High School. The Bowling Green Bobcats taking on the Clopton Hawks this afternoon. EMO baseball on Eagle 102 Sports. Mark Fronick, April Fronick here in the broadcast booth. And both of these teams, their districts are set. So let's go through the brackets first for the Bobcats. They'll be in Class 3 District 5 and get an opening round bye. The only opening round game in that district, the Mark Twain Tigers, 4 seed, take on Whitfield, the 5 seed. The winner of that game will take on Ellsbury, who beat Bowling Green in 12 innings, 1-0 the other day to earn that top seed. They'll play May 19th at 5 o'clock. Then Bowling Green will take on Priory, the 2 seed. The Bobcats, the 3 seed, at 7:30 on the 19th. So the opening round, the only game is Mark Twain and Whitfield, and that's on the 17th at 10 a.m. So a Saturday morning game, and then the 2 Monday afternoon or evening games in that Class 3 District 5 tournament. And looking at the district for Clopton, they're in Class 2 District 5 and will host the opening round games. The early game on the 16th, a 4:30 game, 4-seed Vanfar takes on 5-seed Paris. 3-seed Clopton takes on 6-seed Louisiana at 6:30. Silex has the opening round bye. They'll take on the winner of the Clopton, Louisiana game on the 20th at 6:30. The other opening round bye, Veritas, will play at 4:30 on the 20th against either Vanfar or Paris. So that's Class 2 District 5 from Clopton, from that new turf diamond. And that pretty much takes care of most of our teams here in our area. So 2 locations will be pretty nice for us. So all our broadcast crews, listen up. Those are the dates. Prepare accordingly, because you're going to be put into service on those dates.
And the following week will be postseason across the river for Illinois baseball and softball.
But today it's the Bobcats and the Hawks. We'll check our starting lineups next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Getting ready for the national anthem here. We'll take a break, come back with those lineups next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or need a loan for that next big step, we are here to help. Your loan decisions are made by people who understand your needs because we live here too. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Here's the lineups for the Clopton Hawks. I'll lead it off with the center fielder, number 11, Adam Lindsay. Then the shortstop, number 2, Peter Daskalakis. Batting third is the catcher, number 21, Tucker Salmons. And the cleanup hitter is the third baseman, number 15, Adam Matheny. Batting fifth, the right fielder, John Grillo. Then the first baseman, number 23, James Matheny. Cam Lilly, the second baseman, bats seventh. He wears 44. In the eighth spot is the DH, number 22, Chris Ferguson. And rounding out the order for Coach Dean Street is the pitcher, number 4, Jacob Harrelson. Flexing in left field will be number 24, Wyatt Myers. For the Bobcats, leading off is the shortstop, number 9, Mason Murray. Then the catcher, number 8, Brady Huber. In the 3 spot is the third baseman, Graydon Coleman. And the first pitch of this ball game is actually still waiting on that as he's completing his warm-up tosses. The third baseman bats third, number 33, Graydon Coleman. Then the pitcher, number 5, Brennan Scherter. Center fielder bats fifth, number 3, David Troutman. Then the second baseman, number 1, Hunter Ince. In the seventh spot, the first baseman, number 4, Alex Reedy. Then the left fielder, number 18, Carson Kinese. And the right fielder rounds out the order, number 11, Jacob Chandler in that 9 spot. Setting the defense for Bowling Green across the outfield, Carson Kinese in left, David Troutman in center, and Jacob Chandler is in right. Graydon Coleman's the third baseman, Mason Murray at short, Hunter Ince at second base, Alex Reedy at first, Brady Huber behind the plate, and Brendan Scherter is still taking warm-up tosses ahead of the first pitch of this ball game. So it'll be Lindsay, Daskalakis, and Salmons to start things off for Clopton as the throw goes down. Adam Lindsay strides to the plate from the first base dugout into that right-hand batter's box. Head coach Dean Street in the third base coaching box. Luke Hempel in the first base box for Clopton. Lindsay all the way back in that right-hand batter's box. And from the full line, Scherter delivers the first pitch, and it's hit in the air out of play to the softball diamond. Ends up behind home plate So the first pitch of the ball game is a strike. On the foul ball. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in this EMO matchup. Both of these teams have split their last 2 games. Bowling Green picked up their second win against Wellsville before that 12-inning 1-0 loss to Ellsbury, who, with that win, secured the top seed in the district. After a ball to make it 2-1, this one fouled out of play, and the count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Adam Lindsay.
If there's such a thing as a stereotypical baseball player look, Adam Lindsay has every bit of it.
That one just misses on the outside corner, tips off Huber's glove back to the screen, and the count goes full to the leadoff man for the Clopton Hawks. The 3-2 pitch, and he walked him. A leadoff walk to start the game, and Lindsay is aboard. That brings in Peter Daskalakis. Where's number 2? Bats from the right-hand side. And we'll see how Schurter does from the stretch. And this one is hit off the end of the bat, middle of the infield. Kind of a swinging bunt, really, behind the pitcher. Fielded by the shortstop, Murray, who throws across. Runner advances to second, but there's one away. So Daskalakis will call it a ground out. 6-3 on the putout for the first out of the ball game. He definitely got jammed on that one. Was able to push it over the pitcher. Halfway between the back of the mound. We hit him on the first pitch. So Tucker Salmons hit by the pitch, and there's 2 aboard.
Take that, Tucker.
He's okay.
Of course.
He's a catcher. He's tough. Heck, what, he missed 1 game with what they thought was a broken arm during basketball season.
You're right.
Talk about tough. This one popped up. Foul territory. They give it a look, and it's just out of play on the first pitch to Adam Matheny. 0-1. It seems like the contact has not been very sound for Clopton. So
not solid.
Schurter is definitely doing something they haven't seen or are not used to. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2. And the runners take second and third on the double steal. So down to second is Salmons. Over to third is Lindsay with 1 out. And the 0-2 pitch to Matheny is hit into right field. Moving over, making the catch is Chandler. Tagging and scoring is Lindsay, and it's 1-0 Clopton. So a sacrifice fly to put the visitors ahead. RBI for Matheny.
Pitch number 13 coming.
Both runners did advance, one in to score, the other into third. So Salmon's there with 2 outs. And John Grillo, the batter. And now they'll employ the courtesy runner for the catcher with 2 outs, as Luke Grillo will be the runner with John Grillo at the plate. See if there's a little brotherly love here with 2 outs. Number 5 man in the order, 1-0 Clopton, top of the first inning. Schurter's pitch bunted back to the screen. And you're definitely bunting for a RBI hit there with 2 outs. 0-1 the count. And the next from Scherner, outside, 1-1. Runner at third, 2 down. This one hit off the end of the bat as well and off the top of the Clopton dugout on the first base side. 1-2 the count to Grillo with 2 away. Runner at third base, 1-0 Hawks.
Hey, there's Tanis.
That one up high.
Maybe we'll catch some photos from this game on Facebook following the conclusion of this game.
You can find all our socials through our website, kjfmradio.com, as well as video of this game as that one goes up high and the count goes full again. Second full count from Scherner. Walk the first one. That turned into a run. This one fouled out of play. We'll do it again.
And how many times do you hear those walks will always come around and score?
Yeah, leadoff walks and 2-out walks are
kryptonite.
Walks are never good, but those especially. That one's driven foul down the third base line and halfway to the early childhood center. I mean, it made it almost to the parking lot. It's in the creek or ditch, whatever you want to call it over there. Still 3-2. And a foul tip into the glove held on to by Huber, and that retires the side on the strikeout of Grillo. Run comes across for Clopton on an RBI sacrifice fly by Matheny. That scored Lindsay, and we've played a half inning. Bowling Green coming up, trailing Clopton 1-0 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Set the defense for Clopton across the outfield. Wyatt Myers is in left. Adam Lindsay in center. John Grillo is in right. Adam Matheny is the third baseman. James Matheny's at first. Peter Daskalakis at short. And Cam Lilly at second base. Tucker Salmon's behind the plate. And Jacob Harrelson is the pitcher for the Clopton Hawks. And with a mouthful of hot dog, you don't want to say Daskalakis.
What do you want to say with a mouthful of hot dog?
Well, not much. I mean, I'd rather have, one more commercial. As Clopton scores a run in the top of the first inning without a hit. So the no-hitter still intact for Scherner, even though he trails 1-0. And the first look at Jacob Harrelson on the mound this afternoon. As the throw goes down, we're ready for play in the bottom of the first inning. Murray, Huber, Coleman. We'll see how many pitches Graydon Coleman sees. He usually sees 2, maybe 3 a game, and has still racked up the extra bases and home runs. But Mason Murray would like to get on ahead of him. So would Brady Huber. And Harrelson's first pitch is outside for ball 1, just off the plate. The 1-0. Make that 2-0 as he missed inside. So he's missed outside, missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Medium depth across the outfield. Deep at short for the right-hand hitter. That one's hit back here. Are you all right? That was about 50 feet away from the broadcast booth. And you're Flinching. Gasping even.
Well, I don't get 2 for flinching, so.
Outside, 3-1. I think that would be a domestic situation. I want to stay away from that.
You'd be wise to.
3 balls, 1 strike. That one fouled out of play. And the count goes full. So both strikes have been on fouls. Back around us. Count 3-2. And another payoff pitch. Just stuck the bat out. Slow roller to second. Charging on his Lily. He makes the play by a step at first base. 4-3 on the putout for the first out. Good play by Cam Lilly. Brings in Brady Huber. Huber, we've seen him a lot in center field. I think this is the first time on our airwaves that he's been behind the plate this season. As the right arm sleeved, front arm bare, and takes the ball low to start his first at bat of the day. 1-0 Clopton here in the bottom of the first inning. This one hit out of play on the first base side. About 20 feet behind the Clopton dugout. Ball and a strike, the count. Harrelson, after a long look, delivers in a swing and a miss by Hubert. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Both teams looking for their first hit. Strike 3 called. High strike, gets him looking. First strikeout recorded by Harrelson. That'll bring in Graydon Coleman with the bases empty, and that's the best way, if you're the opposition, for Graydon Coleman to come up. He hits a ton. Purple and pink batting gloves. He's ready. Harrelson's pitch hit him. Well, that's not fun. So both teams have hit a batter. And Coleman, the first base runner for the Bobcats. That'll bring in the left-hand hitting Brennan Scherter. Pitch is right-handed, hits left-handed. This one chopped to the second baseman. Trouble for Lilly, able to recover and throw out the cleanup man for the Bobcats at first base. Bowling Green leaves a runner. Score after 1. The Hawks won. Bobcats nothing on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Well, after 1, both teams have left a man on base, but don't have a hit. Clopton has scored a run without a hit in this ball game, and they'll send up the 6, 7, and 8 men, James Matheny, Lilly, and Ferguson. Are we about to blow up? There is a sound coming out.
Oh!
I don't know if that was it or not. Not on our equipment. Out of something here in the broadcast booth, and now I'm a little frightened.
Yeah, you nailed it. That's what it was.
The air conditioner?
Yep.
What? No air conditioning for our high school? But this is
outlandish.
Mm-hmm. Get Coach Chance and Larry up here.
Well, I see him right in front of me.
Yeah.
So
the brain trust.
Indeed.
Is that dude down there with them?
It is.
Yeah. As it's a 2-0 count. To Matheny. That one misses inside. 3-0. Matheny, Lily, Ferguson. And the next, he walked him on 4 pitches. Second straight inning that's started off with a walk.
That didn't work out last inning.
Ground out, moved the runner over, scored on a sac fly. And Lily will bat from the left-hand side. Where's number 44? And takes ball low. So 5 straight out of the zone to start the inning for Scherter. Pitch number 25 will be the next. And it's way outside. Right now, he needs to take a little walk or have Brady Huber come out from behind the plate and talk to him.
Get some Wild Thing glasses.
Just something to reset him. Looks at that runner at first. And delivers. And this one chopped to the shortstop. Double play ball. Ooh, they tried to run to the out at second. Didn't get it there. Were they able to get the out at first? They were. So a fielder's choice, or excuse me, a ground out, 6-3. There's one away, but a runner in scoring position. I guess Ince was late coming over to cover the bag. He tried to run to it himself and
that's right.
Realized he was about 4 steps short as that one's bunted foul. 0-1.
It's Chris Ferguson, the DH, that's batting. 8th in this lineup.
And was trying to move that runner over to third with that bunt. Fouled it off, 0-1. Inside, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner at second base. Clopton trying to add to their 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. This one grounded to the shortstop deep in the hole. Trouble there, and everybody's going to be safe. I think as slow as that ball was hit, and he had to wait for the runner to pass in front of him, I'm going to hit in the first hit of the day for Clopton.
I have scored it accordingly.
So it's in both our books. I think he was going to beat it out despite any bobble there. So, and a strike called on the first pitch to the number 9 man, Jacob Harrelson. Showing bunt, pulled back and took a strike. And the 0-1, foul to the screen, make it 0-2. That little girl had no idea a ball hit that net right next to her head. Either didn't know or didn't care. Trusted that net. 0-2. Up high. A ball and 2 strikes. To the Clopton pitcher, Jacob Harrelson. Runner took second. And this one hit in the air to right field. Trouble with it. And over the head of Chandler. And 2 are going to come across. Rounding third, heading to the plate. Throw stops at second, and it's 3-0 Clopton. as Chandler got himself spun around and never even made contact with that ball. Into second with a double is Harrelson. And 2 RBI.
Brings up the top of the lineup, Adam Lindsay.
This one hit into left field for a hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. So runners at the corners now with just 1 out.
Boy, that first hit, that might be cracking open the...
Yeah, it's definitely broke something loose for Clopton. Now they're moving that line. First and third, 1 out.
Peter Daskalakis.
Double play ends the inning. Limits the damage. And the runner will take second. And the pitch was a strike. Didn't see the call. Hit in the air. They give it a look. It's out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. They count to Daskalakis, who's playing short today for the Hawks. 36 pitches now in the books for Scherter. I think that 1-0 game pitch count rules as this one's grounded back up the middle. Slow roller. They're going to get the out at first, and the run will score. So an RBI ground out by Daskalakis. 6-3 on the putout. And it's 4-0. So Clopton putting some runs on the board. As Harrelson came around, over to third went Lindsay. And there's 2 away. The batter, Tucker Salmons, who was hit by a pitch his first time up, stranded at third. This one grounded to the shortstop. Big bounce for Murray. Throw across. That was the sharpest ball hit to short all inning.
Yes.
Ends the inning 6-3 on the putout. Clopton scores 3 times. Now lead Bowling Green 4-0 heading to the bottom of the second on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
For the Bobcats, it's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Troutman, Ince, and Reedy. If anyone gets on, Canese will bat. Here in the bottom of the second, Bowling Green has their work cut out for them. They trail Clopton 4-0. We're getting late in the regular season. The districts have been set. We told you about that in our pregame. Just looking at the matchup here. Bowling Green scoring 5 runs a game while Clopton scoring almost 8, 7.7. It's the runs allowed that are the big difference between these two teams. Clopton allowing 5.6 per game on average, and Bowling Green is allowing 10.3, so almost 10.5 runs a game. So that has been the big issue why Bowling Green is 2-13 on the season. Clopton 9-7. Bowling Green only has 1 regular season game after this one, as this one's hit in the air. It's going to stay on the field of play. Pitcher gives it a look, and making the catch is Harrelson to retire Troutman on the pop-out on the third base line. One away for Bowling Green, and it brings in Hunter Ince. Yeah, Bowling Green off until the 14th, unless they, add a game or have a reschedule that they haven't put into their official schedule yet, as that one's outside for ball one. Louisiana on the road on the 14th, and then into districts. Swing and a miss. One after a high one. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Clopton has Van Far tomorrow, and then Palmyra on the 12th, as that's called a strike. That's
he put a weird swing on that.
Yeah. Down in the count, 1-2, and that one just missed the score. Pretty good pitch on 1-2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next, swung on and missed. And down on strikes.
Second strikeout for Harrelson.
That brings in Reedy.
Reedy, the first baseman.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh. Little first baseman.
And he takes a high strike. 0-1. 2 down. Base is empty. Bowling Green trailing Clopton 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. This one grounded foul down the third base line and off the glove of Adam Matheny. 0-2. He didn't chase that one down with very much urgency. More than, or much less if that ball would have been a foot the other way on the other side of the line, as that one misses. 1-2. Two outs, base is empty. That one fouled off the screen still, a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Instead, a step off as Harrelson wanted to wipe his hand or maybe get a new sign. And now a pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner to end the inning. Backward K. Second strikeout looking for Bowling Green. Third strikeout of the game for Harrelson. And we played 2 full innings here at Bowling Green High School. It's the Hawks 4, Bobcats nothing on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Already back to the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Clopton here in the top of the third inning. They lead Bowling Green 4-0. A run in the first, 3 in the second. All earned so far against Scherter, who hasn't pitched badly. He's just he's walked the leadoff man twice.
Right.
He's hit a batter. And that last inning, they got him sized up.
Yeah.
Harrelson's pitched pretty well as well.
3 hits for Clopton so far.
That one outside. On the first pitch to Matheny.
Matheny had a RBI sac fly in that first inning.
The 1-0. Chopped foul to the third baseman, and Coleman able to corral it and give it back to his pitcher. 1-1 the count to the Clopton cleanup man. Leading off here in the top of the third. That one bounces for ball 2. The breeze coming in from center field. 2-1 pitch. Hit up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Ooh,
just stayed out of the reach of Hunter Ince. And a leadoff single, and the leadoff man on for the third straight inning.
Number 5 batter, John Grillo. He struck out his first appearance.
On a 3-2 pitch, he actually fouled off a couple before swinging and missing. Gets another opportunity here with the runner aboard. And takes a strike to start at bat number 2. Scherter, long look. Now looks back at that runner, short lead at first. Showing bunt, and he gets it down, back to the pitcher. Tried to barehand it, picks it back up. Sacrifice good. Outmade at first, 1-3. And the runner into scoring position. There's one away.
James Matheny walked and scored.
On 4 straight pitches, he led off last inning. Second plate appearance starts again with a ball. He's the Clopton first baseman. Digs in. Saying before we went on air, this one just drilled into left for a base hit. The runner had to stop to make sure it got through and only makes it to third base. So runners at the corners now with 1 out. On the base hit by James Matheny. Looks like the Red Sox versus the White Sox out there.
It does.
With these uniforms.
It really does.
Bowling Green, red tops, white pants. Clopton, black tops, gray pants. And the Clopton across their chest, very much the font of the Chicago White Sox.
Very
that's
much.
In for a strike. And the runner will take second without a throw. 0-1. And Lilly fouls that one all the way to the shortstop position of the softball diamond. 0-2. Dual field complex here at Bowling Green High School. 0-2 pitch to Lilly. Fouled out of play again. This one, look out.
Oh.
Off the batting cage. Almost got a car down there parked in no man's land. That might be a restricted area. I don't know. That one just got a piece of it, did Lilly. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. As Scherter's up to 51 pitches. We're in the top of the third inning. 4-0 Hawks. Runners at second and third, 1 down. Lilly wants to put it in play somewhere. And he does to the second baseman. They're going to let the run score, get the out at first. And it's 5-0. Bowling Green trades the run for an out. As coming across the score is Adam Matheny. Over to third goes James. And that's an RBI. 4-3 on the putout. 5-0 Clopton. Brady Huber has to tie his shoe.
Good. I'm tired of seeing catchers with untied shoes. Chris Ferguson was the first one to record a hit for Clopton in that last inning.
It was a slow roller to short. This one hit into center field. Camping under it is David Troutman and makes the catch to retire the side. Clopton adds another run here in the top of the third inning and now lead Bowling Green 5-0 in an EMO showdown on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Well, the pitcher finally makes his way out to the mound. So he'll start his warm-up tosses here ahead of the bottom of the third inning. Clopton adds a run in the top half, now lead Bowling Green 5-0. 5 hits now for the Hawks. And those coming over the last 2 innings as they scored a run without a hit in the first. The Bobcats looking for their first hit still. They've only had one base runner. That was when Graydon Coleman got hit by a pitch with 2 outs in the first inning. So Harrelson has one going here. He's thrown 23 pitches through his first 2 full innings. And the throw goes down. We're ready for action here. In the bottom of inning number 3, and for the Bobcats, it's going to be 8-9-1. Carson Knies, Jacob Chandler, then back to the top for Mason Murray. I'll tell you, Jacob Chandler has a very Jason Worth thing going on with that hair coming out of the
100%, yes,
out of the batting helmet. And we're underway with a ball outside here in the bottom of the third inning. Knies is the left fielder. Bats from the right-hand side. Blue batting gloves. Robin's egg blue as he hits this one deep into short. Going to be hard to throw him on at first, and he is safe. Beats it out. That was just too deep into that 5-6 hole. And the first hit of the ball game belongs to Carson Knies for Bowling Green. An infield hit brings in Jacob Chandler and all his hair. Black batting gloves completes that look, and he takes a ball right down the middle. It looks, at least it appeared so from here. May have been a little high. We're up above. That one definitely high, and Chandler swings and misses at it to even the count. Maybe that first one was in there. Chandler didn't want
to cheat it.
Yeah.
It's an even up call.
Yeah, by the batter. The next is in for a strike. Check on the runner at first, and back in with the slide is Knies.
Well, that's
1
a
ball,
backward
2 strikes.
K, isn't it? Oh, we called it a ball?
The first one was a ball.
Oh.
We had a whole conversation about it.
You did say ball right down the middle, didn't you? Well, I
1
put
and
it down
2.
as a strike.
Remember that whole conversation about evening it up as he takes strike 3?
Another even up call?
No, that one was definitely right down the middle for the taken strike 3 call. First out recorded here in the bottom of the third inning, and takes us back to the top of the order for Mason Murray.
4 strikeouts recorded by Harrelson through the first time through the lineup.
And that one goes off the glove of Salmons, and the runner will advance. It goes all the way back to the screen.
It was a late breaking steal. On that passed ball.
Yeah, it's going to go all the way to the screen. I guess I'll go. 1-0 the count.
Mason Murray retired with the ground out in the first.
To the second baseman. And this one is lined into right, but right at the Clopton right fielder, John Grillo. Runner has to come back to second base as he was moving with the pitch. That fly out by Murray is the second out of the inning.
Brady Huber.
The only senior on this Bowling Green team. His senior banner, very lonely.
Aw,
over
it
there
is.
by the softball diamond. And he takes a strike. 0-1. This is a very young Bowling Green team.
Brady Huber
I think
lives most loyal preschool friend.
Yeah, yeah. No balls and a strike. Check on the runner at second, and the tag stays on until he gets up. 0-1 the count. 2 outs, runner at second base. 32 pitches so far for Harrelson. Bowling Green trying to get on the board here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third as this one's hit into right, and again right at Grillo on the line out to end the inning. Couple of sharp hit balls into right field, and Bowling Green comes up with nothing to show for it. They leave a runner in scoring position. We played 3 full innings. It's 5-0 Clopton. The Hawks coming up at Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
To the 4th inning we go. The Hawks come up leading the Bowling Green Bobcats 5-0 here at Bowling Green High School. Mark Fronick, April Fronick. It'll be 9-1-2. Harrelson the pitcher, then Adam Lindsay and Peter Daskalakis for the Hawks. Well, Dean sure taking his time getting over to that third base box.
He's sashaying his way.
I wouldn't call that a sachet. I'd call it a stroll. There's not enough.
It's Dean Street. I think he only sachets.
There's not enough shimmy to be a sachet. Dean's got a lot of pictures, team photos on the way to this ballpark as he coached the Bowling Green Lady Cats to 2 state championships before heading around the area a little bit. Finally landing at Clopton, now the principal. There was a ball on the first pitch to the number 9 man, Jacob Harrelson. This one put in play into left field, and a hit for Harrelson. Puts the leadoff man on for the 4th inning in a row.
Back to the top of the lineup.
It was walks the first 2 innings, now hits the next 2. And they've all turned into runs.
The most baseball player looking person on the field today, Adam Lindsay.
From the stretch, Scherter will deal with Lindsay. And that hit him. Hit by pitch on an off speed. That breaking ball didn't break. And the first 2 are aboard for Clopton. Brings in Peter Daskalakis. And Clopton a chance for a big inning here. Bowling Green needs an out. First pitch to Pete. That's up and in. He wasn't shying away. 1-0 the count. He is grounded out to the shortstop twice, once for an RBI. That one called a ball. Runner goes. Huber falls down as he throws and almost thrown around.
Jacob Harrelson was
Coleman
watching it all the way. He was ready to run from third.
Coleman had to make a nice play to get Huber's throw because he fell down, and then he almost delivered it into right field trying to get the second runner. Both advanced, and that's a strike called. 2-1 the count to Daskalakis. Didn't get the grip on that curveball. 3-1. You can kind of see it out of his hand. He needs a rosin bag or something. He's having grip issues. That one on the corner, loads the count, and Pete didn't like it. He was starting to walk toward first base. Have to see another. The 3-2 pitch. Up and in. Now he walked, and the bases are loaded.
A dramatic throw of the bat.
See? Showed him. Base is loaded. A hit by pitch, a walk, and a base hit. Nobody out for the Hawks here in the top of the fourth inning. They lead 5-0.
And Tucker Salmons is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. He grounded out.
So he's 0 for 1.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That one outside. Ball 1.
Scorekeeping with Mark Froelich.
Yeah. This one hit in the air and will reach the seats.
Although that doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not an official at bat.
That's silliness. He was there. I saw him.
It's a plate appearance.
I wrote something down.
But he can't get an over for getting hit by a pitch.
Oh, okay. Well,
this one,
never mind.
Hit out of play.
It all makes sense now.
There you go. 1-2 the count.
See, you might have explained baseball to somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying. Fortunately, it's my color commentator. The 1-2 pitch.
I'm setting you up to make you look amazing.
Swung on and missed, and Salmons goes down swinging for the first out.
That is the second strikeout recorded by Brendan Scherter.
And the first since the first inning, where he K'd Grillo. That brings in Adam Matheny with the bases loaded.
Doggone
he
it.
got hit by a pitch, and it's an RBI.
So you can RBI at a plate appearance that doesn't even count.
In to score is Harrelson over to third. Goes Lindsay. Down to second goes Daskalakis. And Matheny takes his spot at first. How many hit by pitches is that?
That's 4.
2 in the inning. And the batter is going to be Grillo. He is struck out and sacrificed with a bunt. Takes the ball up high. Base is loaded, 1 out. For Clopton, who leads 6-0. The 1-0. Hit in the air, on the infield. That's exactly what Bowling Green needed. Pitcher under it, and making the catch is Scherter for the second out. Big out for the Bobcats, as they got Grillo to pop out on the infield, and that'll bring in James Matheny. James has been a tough out. He has walked and singled, scored a run, still looking for his first RBI of the day. 2 outs, bases loaded. Ball gets away, not far enough to advance the runner, and it's a 1-0. He's the 7th man to bat this inning for the Clopton Hawks. They've only plated 1 in the frame so far. They've scored in every inning, biggest being the second inning when they scored 3 times. There's a strike called, 1-1 the count.
Clopton has left a runner on base each inning.
The 1-1, up high, 2 balls and a strike. In that 12-inning game, that was kind of an attrition game against Ellsbury the other day. When you go 12, you throw a lot of pitches, and the pitch count becomes a big factor for your staff, as that one bounced in 3-1. Matheny trying to bust this one open. We're in the top of the fourth. Already 6-0 Clopton. And that is a walk and an RBI. In to score for the Hawks is Lindsay. Over to third goes Daskalakis. Down to second goes Adam Matheny, and James takes his spot at first with the RBI walk. 7-0. 2 outs, and the batter's going to be Cam Lilly.
It's grounded out twice, once for an RBI.
Out to talk to his entire infield is Coach Jane. This is a big spot in the ball game. Clopton gets a extra base hit here. It makes it 10-0, and you're in the danger of a quick game. Lilly would love that extra base hit. As this conversation continues on the edge of the mound, now everyone going back to their positions. Matthew Jane back to the dugout.
Hey, I saw Mr. Hurst.
The great Quiz Bowl coach.
National Honor Society inductee, induction speaker of the year with the curse.
Yeah, that was, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Lilly takes the ball high, and he's ahead in the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. Couple have scored. For Clopton, as that one's called strike 1 on the outside corner. A ball and a strike. Runners take pretty significant leads. That one bounces in. Got a good bounce off the screen. No one able to advance. 2 balls and a strike to Lilly in this 7-0 ball game in favor of the Clopton Hawks. Lilly spins that bat with his right hand, now ready in the left-hand batter's box. That one taken inside, 3-1. Pretty good pitch. Didn't get the call. 3 balls, 1 strike. And he takes a walk and another run in for Clopton. RBI on the walk to Lilly, and that'll bring in Chris Ferguson, the designated hitter. 8-0. As Daskalakis comes across, Adam Matheny down to third, James down to second, and Lilly at first. And a check swing bunt, throw to first in time, and that ends the inning. Clopton, their second 3-run inning. They've gone 1-3, 1-3 so far in the first 4 innings of this ball game and lead Bowling Green 8-0 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and shelter insurance agent Ashley Jenkins.
To the bottom of the fourth here at Bowling Green High School. Bobcats come to bat. 3, 4, and 5 hitters on the way with Graydon Coleman to lead things off. Brendan Scherter, David Troutman. They've got their work cut out for them, trailing 8-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
As you mentioned, Graydon Coleman, the big bat for Bowling Green, got hit by a pitch. First pitch he saw went right to the...
untucked the front of his shirt, and he hasn't put it back. Was that coincidental? Was the shirt already partially untucked before that?
I don't know. I don't have that fashion report information.
What are you here for then?
To ask the important questions.
Okay.
Like why a hit by pitch doesn't count as an at-bat. I understand it now. That's a wasp came to say hello.
Yeah, they live here.
Oh.
We're just visiting. Coleman digs in. As Harrelson's ready. He has allowed just one hit over the first 3. And now 2 hits as this one's going to go all the way to the wall and left. First pitch to Coleman. He put a solid swing on it. Play's going to be close at second, and the ball got away. And Coleman going to try for third now as it gets all the way to the sidewall behind first. So it's a double and an error.
Good
and
Lord.
Graydon Coleman in scoring position here with nobody out.
Ball was thrown away even over to third.
Was that the shortstop that overthrew the second baseman there? Was that how that went?
It was the first baseman throwing over to first, or over to third.
Yeah, after he chased it down. I think the error was on the shortstop.
Oh, gotcha.
The cutoff man, and
I
that one
know.
outside. On the first pitch to Scherter. 1-0. 2 hits now for Bowling Green. Single and a double. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scherter grounded to the second baseman his first time up. Does that again, it's probably an RBI. Just missed inside. 2-1 to the Bowling Green pitcher. Harrelson has thrown 37 pitches so far in this ball game, and that one is outside for strike 2. Was I moving to my left and it looked like it was outside, or was it outside? The 2-2 swung on and missed, and Scherter down swinging for the first out.
That's strikeout number 5 for Harrelson.
Brings in David Troutman, who popped out to the pitcher. His only time up today, 0 for 1. Runner at third, 1 out. And Clopton would love another pop out on the infield. Instead, it's a hit to left and an RBI for Troutman. And to score is Coleman, and it's 8-1. Just took that pitch right back where it came from, out into left field, and Bowling Green on the board. And to score, Graydon Coleman. And there's a runner at first with 1 down, and the batter going to be Hunter Ince. Runner goes, and no throw. Pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. Ince would love to put one into left field and get an RBI. Takes one just off the plate, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a run in for the Bobcats. And puts one up over our heads. And it's a ball and 2 strike count. You didn't move on that one, and it went about 5 feet over the top of us directly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harrelson's pitch to Hunter Ince, up high, 2-2.
When you see it coming the whole way,
It's not as
no need to flinch.
frightening, yeah.
When you catch something out of your periphery.
Reedy on deck. 2-2 pitch to Ince. Swung on and missed. Got him with the breaking ball for the second out.
Strikeout victim number 6 for Harrelson.
And Reedy comes to the plate. He was a strikeout victim looking back in the second inning. This one hit and hangs up for the shortstop, Daskalakis, who almost jumped early. He had to stay floating in the air to make that grab. to retire the side. Bowling Green scores a run. They trail Clopton 8-1 as we go to the 5th on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. Open every day 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Putting this on repeats as Harrelson will lead off for the second straight inning, 9-1-2 for the Clopton Hawks. They've scored 3 runs in an inning twice, 1 run in an inning twice, alternating 1-3, 1-3. They gave up a run in the bottom of the 4th inning, but lead this game 8-1. As finally Huber is ready behind the plate, he'll take one warm-up toss, and, well, maybe more than one. And then we'll get this top of the 5th rolling. Now, he's going to take his full allotment now that he has his catcher. Now the throw will go down. Well, that's Huber on the mound now. Is that an 8?
Indeed.
So we've got a new pitcher to start the inning. As Brady Huber takes over for Jacob Harrelson. So who's behind the plate? I can't tell because the numbers, that's a 3, isn't it? Troutman comes in from center. So all sorts of changes for Bowling Green as the first pitch, a ball back to the screen. To Harrelson.
Scherter gave up 8 runs on 6 hits. And struck out 2.
Yeah, walks and hit by pitches are what killed him, and that's a swing and a miss to even things up at 1-1. To Harrelson, batting for the second straight inning, leading off for the second straight inning. Clopton sent 9 men to the plate in the 4th. That one low, 2-1. Top of the order, waiting in the wings. Lindsay and Daskalakis. The 1-1 pitch, or excuse me, the 2-1 pitch is fouled off the screen, 2-2.
Adam doing a little bit of everything out there.
Well, that's part of your job as the on-deck hitter is to collect foul balls.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2-2. Got him looking.
Oh, that
Huber
off speed.
Caught the corner with the breaking ball and sits down Harrelson on that 2-2 looking strike 3. Back to the top of the order now for Adam Lindsay. He's been on base 3 times, walked, hit by a pitch, and singled. Has scored twice. And takes a bouncer in for ball 1.
What kind of cycle is that where I've walked, I've been hit by I'm on base every time for wildly different reasons.
It is what it is what you say on that one. Oh, look at Dean.
Ah, Dean Streed.
In the third base coaching box. I think he
kick save and a beauty.
Well, no, he barehanded that one.
Oh, I thought it came off his foot.
No. 1-1 the count. Up high. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, then there was a kicky little move to that.
Well, I mean, when you come up with a good bare hand grab like that, you're gonna have a little hop in your step.
Is that what it is?
There's a strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the top of the order, the leadoff man, Adam Lindsay, with 1 out and the base is empty. Huber's 2-2 pitch. Ooh, that one I would have rung him up on myself. 3-2 the count. Looked pretty good from up here. And the payoff almost hit him, and it's a walk.
First walk issued by Huber.
And this 5th inning, the first time Clopton didn't get the leadoff man on in the ball game.
Ah, yeah.
But they have a runner on with 1 out, and the batter is Peter Daskalakis.
Walked and scored the last inning.
Runner goes, throw down is off the shortstop side of second base.
Yeah.
Backed up by the shortstop and a stolen base.
Matheny Lindsay is not who Bowling Green wants out there on those base paths.
No. Ball high. The call from the home plate umpire. 2-0 to Daskalakis. RBI ground out. Grounded out twice to short and has the walk and a run scored.
Lindsay making sure he gets Huber's attention.
From the stretch, Brady delivers. That's a strike right down central to Daskalakis. 2-1. Hawks lead. Now a check on that runner at second. Almost threw it into right center field. 8-1 Hawks. The next inside to Daskalakis, 3-1. Walked Lindsay. He stole a base. He's at second with 1 down. Pete ahead in the count, 3-1. Pitch from Huber up over his head, and he walked him. Back-to-back walks by Huber in relief. There's 2 aboard. Brings in Tucker Salmons, who was hit by a pitch in the first. Struck out and grounded out since then, looking for his first hit of the day. And the first pitch from Hubert to Tucker is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second after Harrelson struck out to start the inning. Ooh, awkward swing at the inside pitch, evens the count. There was a little self-preservation in there. Tucker was trying to hold up and bail out at the same time and went all the way around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up and in. Runner goes to third. They have him. He's out. As Adam Lindsay caught stealing third base.
I thought maybe he was going to refuse to yield. Just, no, I'm going to stand here at third.
It's now a 2-1 count and a runner at second base with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Now Brady a strike away from getting out of it. 2-2. Runner at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the next to Tucker Salmons. Runner going. And that's outside. Count full. That was stolen off the pitcher. Payoff pitch. The 3-2. Hit into left field. Moving on it is the left fielder, Canese, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Clopton held off the scoreboard for the first time in an inning in this ballgame. Still lead Bowling Green 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Back out for the 5th inning is Jacob Harrelson for Clopton. His Hawks lead the Bowling Green Bobcats on the road 8-0. It's going to be Canese, Chandler, and Murray. If anyone gets on, the new pitcher Huber will bat in that number 2 spot for the Bobcats as the throw goes down. The number 8 man heads to the plate for Bowling Green. Bobcats got a run on the board last inning. Leadoff double and an RBI hit. RBI hit from Troutman to make it 8-1. They held Clopton off the scoreboard, so still trail by 7. So that one's fouled back to the screen on the first pitch to Carson Canese. 0-1. To the left fielder for the Bobcats. Called strike 2 right down central. Quickly 0-2 to the number 8 hitter in this Bowling Green lineup. Chandler on deck. And the 0-2 is hit into left, and that'll be down for a base hit. Canese.
Back-to-back hits.
Gets his second straight single. And the leadoff man on for Bowling Green. Brings in Jacob Chandler.
He struck out in the 3rd.
And he put the bat down for a bunt attempt and called a strike.
He looked down to coach like, see?
I don't know how to do this. Both hands were still on the grip of the bat. There's a strike called, 0-2. Bunting is an art.
It is.
No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and down on 3 pitches is Jacob Chandler.
Strikeout number 7 for Harrelson.
Second strikeout of Chandler, and we go back to the top of the order for Mason Murray. Runner at first, 1 out. This one hit into left. That's a dart, but right at Myers, who makes the catch for the second out. Bowling Green has hit some hard hit balls, but right at outfielders.
Yep, Mason Murray flew out to right, flown out to left. Both hard hit balls.
Now 2 down for Huber.
Brady's last one was a line.
out to right. That one, check on the runner, and just back in safely at first is Canese. They call that a ball. They didn't put it up on the board. Another check on that runner, yeah. Back in safely is Carson. 1 ball, no strikes. Next from Harrelson, in for strike 1. Evens things up, 1-1. To Huber, who came out from behind the dish to pitch last inning. Put the first 0 on the board. Holding Clopton off the scoreboard for the first time, and that one was swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at first for Bowling Green. They trail Clopton 8-1. This one hit into center. Moving on over on it is Lindsay, and he nonchalantly makes the catch in short center field to retire the side. Bowling Green leaves a runner on and still trail Clopton by 7 as we head to the 6th on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
State Farm in Pittsville understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsville is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsville, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
6th inning about to get underway here at Bowling Green High School. 8-1 Clopton, the road team, leading. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Adam Matheny, John Grillo, James Matheny. Then Cam Lilly if anyone gets on. Run in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, nothing in the 5th for Clopton. Bowling Green a run in the 4th. Gets us to this 8-1 score as throw was going to go down, but it was bobbled. Now it goes down. Pretty good throw from deep behind the plate by Troutman there. And number 15, Adam Matheny, will lead things off. He has flown out to center, a sacrifice fly. Walked and scored, was hit by a pitch stranded at third.
He has 2 RBIs, 1 on a sac fly and 1 on a
hit by
pitch.
This one chopped to the shortstop. Murray up with it. Throw across in plenty of time. 1 pitch, 1 out. And the 6th inning underway. 6-3 on the putout of Matheny. And brings in John Grillo. Grillo struck out, had a sacrifice, and popped out. So he's looking for his first hit today. And takes one up high for ball 1. I believe he's the only Hawk that hasn't been on base today.
You're right.
That one up high, 2-1. Excuse me, 2-0 the count. To Grillo. Called a strike. Now 2-1.
First time I've heard the ump all day. He got after that call.
Yeah. Wind died down a little. A little easier to hear. Up high. 3-1. Pitch up and in to Grillo. James Matheny on deck. Then Cam Lilly if the inning keeps going. The 3-1 pitch from Huber to John Grillo. Bounces back to the screen, and it's a one-out walk. And on base for the first time is Grillo.
Second walk issued by Brady Huber.
What's Matheny done today?
He walked, singled, and had an RBI walk. He's also scored a run. Scored a run in the second. All the way to third in the third inning.
Yeah, he's been decreasing his bases each
You're
time.
right. You're right.
Made it all the way
Scored
around.
Third, second.
Let's see if he gets
funny.
stranded on first this time. Takes a strike. He's got to get on first before he can be stranded on first.
Indeed.
0-1 the count. Runner at first with one down. That one bounces off the plate, back to the screen, and the runner will take second. Grillo advances on the pass ball. And a 1-1 count. James Matheny digs back into that right-hand batter's box. Brady Huber's pitch. Not that far off the plate, but taken for a ball 2-1.
This might be the prettiest day we've had of 2025.
Top 5 maybe. This one chopped to the third base and then past the glove of Graydon Coleman. He kind of got tangled up with the base. In to score is Grillo, and it's an RBI for James Matheny on his second hit today.
Yeah, second hit. Excuse me. Run number 9 for the Clopton Hawks.
Brings in Lilly. And he takes the ball low and away. 1-0. Clopton got their 8-run lead back. They scored the first 8 runs of the ball game before Bowling Green got on the board. Now lead 9-1. That's in for strike one. Lilly hanging over the plate in that left-hand batter's box. Went right under his hands for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner takes his lead off first base. Huber's pitch. Called a ball. Kind of a delayed steal and a delayed throw at that, as the middle infielders were a little late to break as well. So stolen base and a 2-1 count. Lilly ready again. He has an RBI opportunity. Not on that pitch, way outside, 3-1. And the next to the second baseman for the Hawks is grounded right back to the pitcher. Huber bobbled it a little. Runner moves from second to third. Put out 1-3 at first base. Lilly retired for the second out. Runner at third, 2 down for Chris Ferguson, the designated hitter. He takes one up high for ball 1.
Bats 8th in the lineup. He had a hit and scored a run in the second. He flew out to center. Like right back to the catcher, actually.
Back to the pitcher. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
You didn't have 2-3?
No, it's
Okay.
1-3.
That might make more sense.
Yeah, that one. I mean, if it was a swinging bunt and the catcher came out.
Well, that's what I thought it was, actually.
Yeah, but it went to the pitcher.
Okay.
2-2 the count. It's not living the past. This one, tomahawk fouled on the left field
went in
line.
the tube.
Yeah, in the tarp tube. Who will crawl into the tarp tube to get that? It looks like I would say it was a freshman job, but everyone's underclassmen except for Brady Huber for Bowling Green. There's a strike and a strikeout. Ferguson to end the inning. Clopton picks up a run. Now lead at Bowling Green 9-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starring Lemon Lime. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
A little time to kill before we start the bottom of the 6th inning here at Bowling Green High School. Again, Bowling Green drew the 3 seed in the upcoming district tournament. The 1 seed in that Class 3 District 5 went to Ellsbury. The 4 seed is Mark Twain. They're in the play-in game, so to speak, the only opening round game. The 4 seed Mark Twain will take on 5 seed Whitfield. And the winner of that game takes on number 1 seed Ellsbury. So that opening round game is on this May 17th at 10 a.m. The semifinals, May 19th. Ellsbury against the winner of that game. Bowling Green, the 3 seed, will take on the 2 seed Priory May 19th at 7:30. So that's a late game for the Bobcats to start district play as the 3 seed. Bowling Green just 2 wins.
Need some vacation time to make sure we get that game in.
What's that?
You're going to have to use some vacation time.
I don't know. We'll be all right.
Bowling Green has 6 hits in this game, 1 run.
Coleman leads things off. He had a hard double last time and takes a pitch outside for ball 1.
He has scored the run, too.
Uh-huh. And this is the first at bat he will see multiple pitches. He was hit by the first pitch he saw and crushed the first pitch he saw last at bat. So he's seen 3 pitches, been on base twice. That one high, 2-0. Went out and got himself selective here on his 3rd at bat of the day.
Look at you being picky.
There's a strike called on the outside corner. Good frame job by Salmons to pull that one back. Bounced in, 3-1.
Pitch number 62.
That is a low number for being in the 6th inning. This one kind of grounded off the end of the bat, and he was walking to first. He was mad at himself, and it was dropped by Daskalakis out there, kicked over toward the second base side. So it's an E6, and on for the 3rd time is Coleman. But I think Daskalakis was a little mad at himself.
Yes.
Didn't look how slowly he was running, and Graydon was mad at himself and almost got himself in trouble. There's a swing and a miss by Scherter.
That's what you call the double pout.
Yeah. Tie goes to the runner as far as pounding goes. 0-1 on the swinging strike. And ready for another is Harrelson. Swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2, and Scherter steps out and wants to think about this. He's given 2 big uppercut swings and come up empty. The 0-2. This one hit into center and deep. Moving on it is Lindsay, and that one is down for a hit. Coleman had to make sure he went 2/3 of the way down to second base.
Ooh.
You all right?
Coach Jane was disappointed to see
Coleman at second base.
Uh-huh.
You have to make sure. I mean, Lindsay has a lot of speed out there. I don't begrudge him that. So it's a long single for Scherter on an 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss by Troutman.
Troutman had an RBI single in the 4th, popped up to the pitcher in the 2nd.
That one called a ball. 1-1.
A lot of people out enjoying a ball game today.
Yeah.
It's great.
Runners at first and second. And this one grounded to the third baseman. Big hop for Matheny. Steps on third. Throw across. Not in time. Beating it out for the fielder's choice was Troutman to keep the inning alive. Actually, that would have just been 2 outs. So first and second with 1 down. Just missing the double play. Five unassisted on the fielder's choice. This one grounded slowly. Did the pitcher end up making that play? Mm-hmm. He did. Runners advanced to second and third. 1-3 on the putout at the second base position because Lilly was playing a very deep second. So the pitcher, Harrelson, had to bounce out and get that one. 1-3 on the putout. Down to second goes Scherter. Over to third goes Scherter. Down to second goes Troutman. Jeez Louise. And a ball on the first pitch to Alex Reedy. What's Alex done today?
He struck out and lined out.
1-0. Put in the air. Foul territory and out of play by about 15 feet down that left field line. 1-1 the count. To Reedy. He wears number 4, bats from the right-hand side.
Reedy's a righty.
And he takes a ball outside for a 2-1 count. Runners at second and third with 2 down. Swung on and missed. He was early on that off-speed pitch. Evens the count at 2-2. Now the deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 out. And a 2-2 count. Reedy ready. Harrelson ready. That one outside, and the count goes full. And the 3-2 pitch goes back to the screen, and the bases are loaded. A walk with 2 outs. Bases loaded, 2 down.
I was watching Brady Huber and company. His mom was taking pictures of him in the dugout.
Oh.
It was very cute.
That one bounces. They're going to try and score the run, and he is safe with a crocodile death roll onto home plate by Scherter to score the second run for the Bobcats.
It's like he was going to take the whole plate with him. It's the second run for the Bowling Green Bobcats.
1-2 or 1-0 count. Unearned run. Down to third goes Troutman. Over to second goes Reedy. And a swing and a miss by Carson Canese.
Canese had back-to-back hits. He singled in the third and the fifth.
Even count here, 1-1. Hit here's probably 2 runs. Woo! Pretty good pitch. Called a ball, 2-1. They have not given the outside corner today.
Not at all.
That one fouled toward the Clopton dugout. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carson Canese.
Got your juices wild again.
I do. Went 2 down, a 2-2 count with runners at second and third. Playing a really deep shortstop. The pitch. He got him swinging. And Bowling Green leaves 2 aboard. They score a run. Trail by 7 again, 9-2 as we head to the 7th inning on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Ackles Farm Market, Noah Builders, and Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service.
Hi, I'm Tara Grody with People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, Missouri. As a true community bank, we're here for you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Looking for a new bank? We make switching easy. Keep your banking local and bank where you matter. Visit us online at OURPSB.com. People's Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Gambino's Eatery in downtown Louisiana is hiring. We're looking for someone energetic, independent, and motivated to join our kitchen crew. If you enjoy kitchen, prep, and cooking, don't mind a little cleaning, and take pride in your work, we want to hear from you. You'll need to work well both on a team and independently. We're looking for someone dependable who wants to stick around and grow with us. Part-time or full-time positions available with competitive pay. Apply online now at Gambino'sEatery.com.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Top of the 7th, 9-2. Clopton comes to bat with the 7-run lead over Bowling Green. And for the Hawks, it's going to be 9-1-2. Harrelson leading off for the 3rd time in this game. He's led off an inning from that 9 spot. Then back to the top for Adam Lindsay and Peter Daskalakis.
With Huber. The most fun name to say in the Twin Pikes.
Yeah. Brady Huber. Is that still Brady? Yeah, it is. I had to wait to see his hair.
Yes, it is very
you can't
identifiable.
Can't tell by the numbers.
No,
red on red.
Yeah, they're just. I even had to. You pointed it out. You were like, "Is that number 8?" I'm like, "Oh, there are numbers on the backs of those jerseys."
So Huber again bounces in the pitch that's supposed to be thrown down. So Troutman has to throw from the screen. Pretty good one. And we're ready for baseball with the number 9 hitter coming up for Clopton. Harrelson, who's pitched well today. He's going to go into the 7th with, under 70 pitches thrown?
That's right. He has 2 RBI double and a single. He scored 2 runs.
And takes the ball inside to start what's likely his final at-bat of the afternoon.
As he does his own running.
They've only employed the courtesy once.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's when there's a strike called, 1-1 the count. But
when he got to third.
Yeah, third with 2 outs.
I did see that.
The Buffalo Gnats are starting to take over the booth. As that one was called a strike, 1-2.
One of the surest signs of summertime in the Midwest. The Buffalo Gnats.
Yeah, until they burn off. And up high, 2-2. Summer's coming. You know that when the Buffalo Gnats come out. Summer's here when they burn off. What does it have to stay over 80 for a couple of days or something like that before they go away. Is that one's up high 3-2? Or am I just making that up?
I think you and I live in different Midwests.
Yeah.
Do you remember being on those lawnmowers in 90 and 100-degree weather?
Yeah, those were different. Strike 3 called, and Harrelson didn't like it. He was running down to first, thought he walked. Takes strike 3, and we go back to the top of the order.
Third strikeout for Brady. Brady has struck out 3, walked 2, and has given up 1 run on 1 hit.
And to the top of the order, a ball high on the first pitch to Lindsay. That one bounces almost to the Bowling Green on deck circle. 2-0. The count to Adam Lindsay. This is 5th plate appearance of the day.
Walked, singled, was hit, and then walked again. Scored twice, and then he was thrown out at third.
There's a strike. 2-1. Daskalakis on deck. The 2-1 pitch. From Huber to Lindsay. Checked to swing. Called a strike. 2-2. 53 pitches so far in relief for Brady Huber. This one chopped to the shortstop. Up with it is Murray. Throw across in plenty of time, and that's the second out. Bobcats looking for their first 1-2-3 inning. 6-3 on the putout.
That's the first time Lindsay has not made it to base with a plate appearance.
2 outs, base is empty for Peter Daskalakis.
He's grounded out twice and walked twice.
Shortstop for the Hawks. Jumps on this one and hits it into left field and down. He tomahawked that. That was maybe eye level or higher, and takes it to the wall in left. Tracked down by Canese. Holds him to a double. And so much for that 1-2-3 inning is a 2-out double from Pete. Puts a runner in scoring position for Tucker Salmons.
Who you just feel like might be due. He was hit by a pitch in the first and then grounded out, struck out, and flew out to left his last 3 plate appearances.
And they shade him toward the left field line. Up and in for ball 1. Clopton wouldn't mind getting their 8-run lead back with a run here in the top of the 7th. Really make things tough on Bowling Green as that one's up and in, 2-0. Matheny on deck if the inning continues. The 2-0 pitch. Instead, Huber stepped off. I thought he was set. That probably could have been a balk. That one inside, 3-0. It looked like he had started his motion.
I agree with you.
Yeah. But in a 7-run game in the 7th, there's a walk as that one taken inside by Tucker, a 4-pitch walk. There's 2 aboard now for Matheny. He's also been hit by a pitch today.
RBI sac fly, a single, hit by pitch for an RBI, and grounded out to short his last appearance.
Two aboard, 2 outs, and this one is hit in foul territory. Only missed her by 17 feet.
Oh, it was closer. Look, she's tracking it down.
Yeah. She had to jog to it. There's a strike called and an 0-2 count to Matheny. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners take their leads off of first and second. That one
that one's
just
been
off
called.
the plate.
So
Yeah.
that's been called a few times today.
Yeah. That outside one, it's been the hard one to get.
Oh, 100. Yeah, you're 100% right.
Has to be pretty perfect to get the call, and that one was elevated just a bit. Ball and 2 strikes, almost hit him. 2-2. This is where pitchers get in trouble. They try and get cute or. Hey, did they say that hit him? Because now the bases are loaded.
Yep. And we've got runner.
And Grillo will be the batter. Everybody. Runner at third is Daskalakis. Salmons at second. And Matheny.
And it's
courtesy runner?
Yes, number 7.
That's Mick Evans.
Mick.
That one taken.
Great name.
And a 1-1 count. To John Grillo. That's a ball. 2-1. First 2 were retired. And that double off the left field wall. That one back to the screen. Right back to the catcher Troutman. But it's a 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Be pitch number 68 for Brady Huber. This one hit to left, and it's down for a hit. 1 run, it scores. Here comes another. Runners will stay at first and second, but 2 cross the plate, and it's 11-2. Clopton here in the top of the 7th inning. 2-run single for Grillo. And Clopton's lead, the biggest they've had tonight at 9. And all this coming with 2 outs. One pretty good pitch taken for ball 1.
James Matheny has a couple of RBIs to his credit. He also has a couple of hits, a couple of singles, and a couple of walks.
And takes a strike to even the count at 1-1. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 2 runs have scored for the Hawks. They've scored in every inning but 1. That's a ball, 2-1. Almost seems like the strike zone has shrunk as this game has gone on. The 2-1 pitch. That one not close. 3-1. And you don't want to load them back up. Three balls, 1 strike. And the next. He walked him. Bases loaded. A walk of James Matheny. Still 2 outs. And Cam Lilly, the batter. And talk on the mound as Coach Matt Jane calls everybody in on the infield. All you need is an out. You're out of this inning. Lilly in this ball game has grounded out to short, grounded out for an RBI to the second baseman, had an RBI walk, and grounded back to the pitcher. So everything's been on the infield. So you're really just one pitch away. There's a force at any base. Home plate umpire making a slow walk out to the mound to break this up. Now he stopped and said, break it up. And they do. Coach Jane back to the dugout. Bobcats back to their positions. All you need is an out.
That's not what the Beatles said.
Well, they're British. They don't know about baseball. Even though they played Shea Stadium. Lily the batter.
What's some cricket terms?
I enjoy watching it, but I don't know any terms. That one goes back to the screen. Yeah. 1-0.
Aha! My knowledge eclipses yours.
Well, when you make it to ESPN 8, the Ocho, you can call as much cricket as you want. The 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing, took a strike. 1-1 to Lily. Couple of RBIs today. This one grounded to the second baseman. Bobbles. Still has time. Throws it away. And Clopton going to put another couple aboard. The runners wind up at second and third. And this game is busted open with 2 outs. E4. So no RBIs for Lily. He ends up at second base. Over to third is James Matheny. In to score are Adam and Grillo. And the batter is going to be Chris Ferguson, the designated hitter. Mm. 13-2, now an 11-run lead. The next. Ooh, taken low for ball 2. Top of the 7th has been a long one.
Yep, this is the 9th batter.
And Clopton's most prosperous inning, scoring 4. It scored 3 in a couple innings as that one's up and in. 3-0. Harrelson led off with a strikeout. He's on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And a get-over fastball makes it 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Another batting practice fastball, and that one's hit past the shortstop and into left field. 1 run comes in. They try and score another. Here's Lily crossing the plate as the throw was cut off by the third baseman. A 2-run single by Ferguson. It extends the lead to 15-2 for the Hawks. Crossing are Matheny and Lily.
And now we're going right back to where we started in this inning. Jacob Harrelson from the 9 spot started this inning with a strikeout. And now he gets another shot at a hit in the 7th.
Up high for ball 1. 15-2 is the Hawk lead. We're in the 7th, 2 outs. The first 2 were retired in this inning. We were talking about a possible 1, 2, 3, 7th, and the wheels have fallen off for the Bobcats. That one was called a strike. 1-1. Make it ball on 2 strikes. That one caught the inside corner. Huber wants out of this inning. Swing and a miss. He struck him out in the inning twice.
Strikeout number 4.
Harrelson goes down to end the top of the 7th. Clopton scores 6 times in the frame and lead Bowling Green as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, 15-2 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Barnes Roots and Herbs, and Mike Henry Excavating.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college. To schedule an appointment, call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Last chance for the Bobcats. They trail Clopton 15-2 heading into the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th, Chandler, Murray, and Huber 9-1-2 for the Bobcats. And they are combined 0 for 8 in this ball game.
Bowling Green 7 hits, 2 runs on 7 hits. They've left 6 on base.
And it was still relatively close.
Yeah.
Until the top half of this inning. Anything's doable.
Yeah, say the job's just going to take a little longer.
Yeah. There is a new pitcher for the Hawks as Adam Matheny moves over from third.
I wouldn't even need to see a number. I knew it was Adam Matheny by his walk.
Uh-huh.
It's a very loping walk. It's a very
authoritative.
It's like a black Labrador.
Okay. I was giving him a little.
Or German Shepherd. That's what I meant. German Shepherd.
Well, the first guy he's going to face is a pinch hitter. It is. It's going to be the normal number 9 hitter.
Number 25.
Yeah, that's Calvin McCurdy. And he pops it up back to the pitcher. Bounces. Catcher going to pick it up. This is going to be a 2-3 put out.
Huh. See, it can happen.
I told you it could happen. 2-3 on the put out of McCurdy, and he's retired for the first out of the ball, or the 7th inning.
Back to the top of the order. Mason Murray. He grounded out to the second baseman and in the first, and then flew out to right in the third, flew out to left in the 5th.
And takes a ball high on the first pitch of this at bat. First Bobcat to hit 4 times in this game. This one popped out of play. Souvenir, got to give it back. The 1-1 pitch. Hit into center, short center. Now it's going to stay on the infield. Second baseman, shortstop, second baseman. Lilly makes the catch for the second out. Right at the second base bag. And Bowling Green down to their final out.
And fittingly, it's senior Brady Huber.
Mm-hmm. 15-2, Clopton leads. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, base is empty.
Ball game on your shoulders, Brady. Got to keep it going.
Everybody's got to keep it going from this point on in a swing and a miss. Let's see. Was trying to get aboard there.
Yeah.
With the bases empty and 2 outs. 0-1.
Oh!
That hit his bat. That's a fair ball.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
He threw it behind him. It hits the bat, goes to the fair territory,
wow.
and Brady is out trying to avoid getting hit by the pitch for the final out of the ball game. The pitch was behind him, hit the bat, went into fair territory, and he's thrown out at first. to end the game. What a way to end it. 15-2 is our final. Clopton over Bowling Green. Back with the postgame after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, possibly the oddest way you can end a 15-2 ball game. 7 inning, it went the distance.
I've never seen anything like that
the
before.
pitch was behind the head of Brady Huber, hits his bat, and goes into fair territory. He was trying to bail out, and just bad luck for the Bobcats. Went right out to the pitcher, and a 1-3 put out to end the ball game. 15-2 in 7 innings. For the Hawks, they scored a run in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Didn't score in the 5th inning. Scored a run in the 6th, and then 6 more in the top of the 7th for their total of 15. Bowling Green got a run in the 4th, another in the 6th as they fall in this ball game on senior night at Bowling Green High School. 15-2 our final. We'll give you the pitching totals and tell you what's still to come for these two ball clubs the rest of the regular season when we wrap up the postgame next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, and Bolin Chevrolet.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Final in this one, 15-2. Clopton over Bowling Green. The Bobcats fall to 2-14 on the season. They'll wrap up their regular season schedule next Wednesday. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow at Louisiana. Clopton improves to 10-7 on the season, and they will have 2 more games tomorrow at Van Far, and then on the 12th, so next Monday, at home against Palmyra, and I think that's an earlier start. It says a 4 p.m. start from Clopton against Palmyra. So then it's districts, which start on the 16th for these both of these teams.
That's right.
So, you have some final pitching numbers for us?
Well, sure. Let's see here. Brendan Scherter, he pitched 4 innings. He gave up 8 runs on 6 hits, walked a couple, had 2 strikeouts. Brady Huber came in relief in the 5th inning. He gave up 7 runs on 4 hits, struck out 4, walked 2. And, of course, Harrelson for Clopton had himself a really good night. Gave up 2 runs on 7 hits. And that's the way the story goes.
So again, Bowling Green.
Adam Matheny came in at end of
he
the.
He got the final 3 outs, including that funky one.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Off the non-swing.
Yeah. Brady just ducking down to let that go over his head, but it caught the end of his bat.
15-2, our final. Clopton over Bowling Green for April. Mark saying we'll see you for more Diamond Sports soon on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Serving the Twin Pike region